Hello, hi everyone. So yesterday I was given a problem. I hope everybody has done it. If you don't do the problem, so I will do on the board. Please listen carefully. What is that problem? So I am not going to write the problem on the board. Already it was in your homework class. So that's why I am going to explain the solution directly. Isn't it? So solution. First you have to write the diagram related to that problem, and here is the pulley on which a smooth frictionless string is passing over, isn't it? And then, so here, so in the figure, there is a FK, isn't it? Passing over a light frictionless pulley to a hanging block of mass 5 kg. The coefficient of kinetic friction between the block and the surface is 0.5 K. First you have to collect the data from the question, isn't it? So here data is given M1 equals 5 kg and M2 equals 5 kg, and kinetic friction mu k is equal to 0.5 and T equals how much? T is equal to how much and the tension is equal to how much, isn't it? So here there are two blocks on the figure. One is hanging, that is the motion is in downward direction, isn't it? Okay, and its mass is M2, that's why M2G. M2G, its mass is M1G, isn't it? M1, and the reaction is N. So here there is a force F, isn't it? And here is Fk. Because the kinetic friction, that means friction is in opposite direction to the motion of the body, isn't it? So F is in forward direction. So therefore, we have to construct the equation according to Newton's first law, or Newton's second law. So therefore, here there is a tension, isn't it? This is away from the body. Tension is always away from the body. So therefore, now T minus Fk, T minus, T is in positive direction, that's why I have taken T minus Fk is in negative direction, isn't it? So Fk equals motion M1A. Equation number 1, isn't it? And then now Fk is there. Fk is there, therefore we have to construct the another equation. N is equal to M1G, isn't it? Action and reaction according to Newton's third law, action and reaction equal in direction, opposite in magnitude, or opposite in direction equal in magnitude, isn't it? So therefore, n is equal to m1g, isn't it? And here we know that according to kinetic friction, definition of the kinetic friction, Fk is equal to mu k n, isn't it? Fk is equal to mu k n. Mu k is known as the kinetic friction. So kinetic friction as given in the problem, mu k is equal to 0.5. Therefore, we can substitute mu k 0.5 into n is equal to m1g. m1g. That is m1g is equal to 0.5 into m1. m1 is equal to, what is the mass of 5 kg? m1 is equal to 5 kg. G is equal to 9.8. Usual. It is as usual, isn't it? So here, therefore, Fk is equal to, what is the value of Fk? Fk equals 24.5 Newton. 24.5 Newton, isn't it? And after knowing the Fk, we have to construct one more equation, that is for block second. This is for block 1. Block 1. And this is for block 2. Block 2. So here m2 is there, t minus m2, g is in downward direction, therefore we have to take negative sign, and t is in upward direction, that's why we have taken here positive direction, isn't it? T minus m2 g is equal to minus m1 a, isn't it? Because the motion is in downward direction, that's why we have taken negative sign, isn't it? So therefore, we can alter this equation again. m2g minus t equals m2a, isn't it? Here also m. So this is equation number 3, and here is equation number 2, and here is equation number 3, isn't it? So therefore, equation number 1 and 2, 1 and 3, we can add. Okay. So equation 1 and 3 adding, we get t minus fk equals t minus fk plus m2g minus t equals m1 plus m2 into a, isn't it? So therefore, t and t gets cancelled, and what is remaining? m2g minus fk equals m1 plus m2 into a, isn't it? And we have known, already we have found the fk, that's why we can substitute here in this equation, and equation number 4. We can substitute m2g or we can find acceleration. Acceleration is equal to m2g minus fk divided by m1 plus m2, isn't it? m1 plus m2, that is equal to m2 is equal to 5 kg and g is equal to 9.8, isn't it? Minus fk is equal to 24.5. divided by 10. M1 is equal to 5 and M2 is equal to 5. Therefore, total mass is 10 kg. So 9.8 is equal to 49. The acceleration is equal to 49 minus 24.5 divided by 10 equals 49 equals 24.5. Again we can get 24.5 divided by 10. Okay. So therefore acceleration is equal to 2.45 meter per second square. So this is the answer, acceleration. So after knowing the acceleration of the blocks, and we can substitute acceleration in equation, any of the equation 1 and 2. Okay. So now take this equation, T equals T minus tension. You have to find the tension. Fk is equal to 24.5 from equation 1. 24.5 equals M1 is equal to M1 equals 5 kg into acceleration is equal to 2.45, isn't it? So therefore T equals 5 into 2.45 plus 24.5. Therefore T equals 36.75 Newton. So this is the tension created in the blocks, isn't it? Created in the string, isn't it? And then one more question like this. I will so this kind of questions may ask in the examination. That's why you have to study carefully and you have to listen carefully. So now, so those who are not done this problem, you can write down now, and I am going to rub these solution, isn't it? Okay. First BSc, first sem, isn't it? So here, one more problem I would like to give you, or I would like to work out on the board. That is problem number 10. An inextensible string connecting blocks of M1 is equal to 10 kg and M2 equals 5 kg passes over a light frictionless pulley as shown in figure. As shown in figure. M1 moves on a frictionless surface. While M2 moves vertically. M2 moves vertically. Calculate the acceleration. Calculate the acceleration A of the system. And the tension T in the spring. And the tension T in the spring. So here, this problem is same as that of the earlier problem. So now we are going to calculate the acceleration and the tension in the spring. So here M1 is equal to 10 kg and M2 is equal to 5 kg over a light frictionless pulley. So therefore we have to collect the data from the question. Solution. So once again we have to read the question carefully. An inextensible string connecting blocks of M1 is equal to 10 kg and M2 is equal to 5 kg passes over a light frictionless pulley as shown in the figure. M1 moves on a frictionless surface while M2 moves vertically. Calculate the acceleration A of the system and the tension T in the string, isn't it? So this is the question. So we have to collect the data from the question. M1 is equal to 10 kg and M2 is equal to 5 kg, isn't it? And then frictionless pulley Fk equals 0 because there is no friction. The surface is smooth, there is no friction, isn't it? While vertically moves, calculate the acceleration of the system, that is A equals how much and T equals how much, isn't it? So here when the block is kept on the surface, smooth surface, and it has mass m1, therefore action and reaction equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, isn't it? Therefore N equals M1Z, N equals M1Z, and therefore 10 into 9.8, 10 into 9.8 is equal to 98, isn't it? 98 Newton. Reaction is also a force, that's why 98 Newton is there, and therefore, and one more, we have to construct the second equation, that is Fk minus T, and we have to fix the tensions also in the string. T equals M1A, isn't it? So therefore, but Fk is equal to 0, Fk equals 0, therefore T equals M1A. Tension is equal to 10 into acceleration. We don't have acceleration actually, isn't it? So that's why we can one. So we can make the equation number 1. Okay. And then for block 2, T minus M2G equals minus M1A. So here M1, that is equal to M2G minus T equals M1A. Equation number 2. From equation number 1 and 2 we can add T plus M2G minus T equals A into M1 plus M2. Okay. T gets cancelled. So what is remaining here? A equals M2G divided by M1 plus M2 equals M2G is equal to 5 kg into 9.8 divided by, so M1 plus M2 is equal to 15 kg, because M1 is equal to 10 and M2 is equal to 5, isn't it? So here 5 ones are 5, 3s are 9.8, so 5 3s are 15, isn't it? So therefore here A equals acceleration of the system equals 3.26 meter per second square, isn't it? So this is the acceleration of the system. And what is the tension produced in the string? From equation, you can take equation number 1, T equals from equation number 1. From equation 1, T equals M1 is equal to 10 kg and acceleration is equal to 3.226, isn't it? So total tension equals tension equals 32.666, 32.6 Newton. So this is the acceleration of the blocks and the tension produced by the strings, isn't it? String. And one more question. I will give you So this kind of problems is enough, I think, and I will give you homework later on. So we will go to the center of mass problems. Okay. Center of mass problems. Center of mass problems. The position vector sorry, the center of mass, sorry. Center of mass is at P equals 1, 1, 1. When system consists of particles of masses 2, 3, 4 and 5 kg. 5 kg, isn't it? 5 kg. If the center of mass shifts to Q equals 2, 2. On removing 5 kg, what was its position? Isn't it? So solution. So we know the formula about the position of the center of mass. Center of mass equals RCM equals M1 R1 plus M2 R2 plus M3 R3 plus M4 R4 etc. divided by total mass M1 plus M2 plus M3 M4. Isn't it? Now we have known that RCM is equal to at point P is I plus J plus K. Isn't it? I plus J plus K equals M1 M1 is equal to 2 kg. 2 into R1 equals if the center of mass shifts to 2, 2, and removing R1 plus 3R2 plus 4R3 plus 5R2 divided by 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals 14. 2 plus 3 5 and 5 plus 4 9. 9 plus 5 equals 14. That's why 14 into I. 14I plus 14J plus 14K equals, and there is no space here. That's right. I'm going to. So here 14I plus 14J plus 14K equals IJK values equals 2R1 plus 3R2 plus 4R3 plus 5R4. This is equation number 1, isn't it? And then coming to the next equation, so here the center of mass, position of the center of mass at point Q is 2I plus 2J plus 2K, isn't it? Equals 5 kg. And on removing 5 kg, what is the remaining values? Values here 2R1 plus 3R2 plus 4R3 and removing 5 kg, isn't it? So therefore, what is the total mass here? 2 plus 3 plus 4, isn't it? 2 plus 3 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 4 equals 9, isn't it? Therefore, so 9 into 2 equals 18. 18I plus 18J plus 18K, isn't it? So that is equal to 2R1 plus 3R2 plus 4R3, isn't it? So this is equation number 2. Now we can subtract equation 2 minus 1. So 18 So 18 minus I equals 17I. So here 18I minus 14I equals 4I equal to remaining is 4i plus 4j plus 4k equals so what is remaining here? 5r4, isn't it? 5r4. So therefore, now its value becomes r4 equals 4 by 5 I plus 4 by 5i 5j plus 4 by 5k. So this is the coordinates of the center of mass. I equals r4 is equal to, and here negative sign is there. So therefore we can put minus negative sign. Isn't it? Two R1 cancel, and 3R2 cancel, and 4R3 cancel. What is the remaining? Only minus 5. Minus 5 R4 is there, and if we shift this minus sign on left hand side, we can get R4 is equal to minus 4 by 5 I minus. So these are the coordinates of the points. Minus 4 by 5 comma 4 by 5 minus 4 by 5 and then minus 4 by 5. So these are the coordinates of the center of mass. Center of mass. Coordinates of the center of mass. Isn't it? And one more problem is and one more problem, that is two bodies. Problem number 2. Two bodies of masses 2 grams and 10 grams have position vectors P3 plus 2j minus k. And I minus j plus 3k respectively. Find the position. Find the position vectors. Find the position vectors and the distance. And the distance of center of mass. Center of mass from the origin. Isn't it? The position of the center of mass, because we have to read the questions carefully here. Two bodies of masses 2 gram and 10 gram. There are two masses are there, 2 gram and 10 gram. You have position vectors 3i plus 2j minus k and I minus j plus 3k respectively. Full stop. Find the position vectors and distance of center of mass from the origin. Isn't it? So solution. So we have to collect the data from the equation. Given m1 equals 2 gram and m2 equals 10 gram. Isn't it? And what is the distance? D equals R equals how much? Magnitude of R from the center of mass. Position vectors of the position vectors and distance of center of mass from the origin. Okay. Now, what is the position vector of the center of mass? RCM equals M1 R1 plus M2 R2. There are two particles are there, therefore we have to set only two particles. And total mass M1 plus M2 equals M1 is equal to 10 gram, 2 gram. 2 into R1 is equal to, here R1 is there, isn't it? 3i plus 2j minus k and plus m2 is equal to 10 gram. Therefore, I minus j plus 3k divided by all divided by m1 plus m2. m1 is equal to 2 plus m2 is equal to 10 gram. Total 12 gram. Isn't it? So therefore, we can add these vectors. 10 plus 2 is equal to 12y. So 2 into 3 equals 6. 6 into 6 plus 10 equals 16. 16i. Next, to 4j, here 4j is there, here minus 10j is there. Minus 6j. Then, so here 2k is there, minus 2k is there. Here 30 plus 30k is there. Therefore, plus 28k, isn't it? Divided by 12. That is equal to, so we can get out 2 from the equation. Only we can, 3 can be taken out, isn't it? Sorry. 2 can be taken out, and what is the remaining? 8i minus 3j plus 14k, isn't it? 14k divided by 12. 2 ones are 2, 6 are 12, isn't it? So therefore, again, RCM equals minus RCM equals 8i divided by 8 divided by 6i plus or minus 3j divided by 6 plus 14k divided by 6. Isn't it? So here 2 3s are 6 and 2 4s are 8 and 3 1s are 1 and 3 2s are 6. Here 2 3s are 6 and 2 7s are 14. So that's why I am going to write the vectors again. 4 by 3 I minus 1 by 2 j plus 7 by 3k. The coordinates of the center of masses are coordinates of center of mass are 4 by 3, comma, minus 1 by 2, comma, 7 by 3. Isn't it? So these are the coordinates of the center of mass. Now we are going to estimate the distance from the center of mass. So distance is equal to the magnitude of r is equal to root of 4 by 3 whole square plus minus 1 by 2 whole square plus 7 by 3 whole square. Isn't it? So that is equal to root of 4 square means 16 divided by 3 square means 9 plus 1 by 4 plus 49, 7 square means 49 divided by 3 3s are 9, isn't it? So what is the total value of the distance? That is r equals 2.73 meters. 2.73 meters. Now I am going to give another question. So that question is question number 3. The masses and the positions of two particles are 6 kg, that is 6 kg into 6i plus 7j, bracket close, and 2 kg 2i plus 11j minus 8k. To start. Find the position of the center of mass. Position of the center of mass. Now we can easily do the problem solution, because the data is given directly in this question. That's why we can write the formula. Center of mass is given by center of position Position of the center of mass is given by m1 r1 plus m2 r2 because there are two masses. So total mass is m1 plus m2, that is equal to 6 into 6i plus 7j plus 2 into 2i plus 11j minus 8, isn't it? So divided by 6 plus 2 is equal to 8 total mass. So therefore we can simplify the denominator. 6 6s are 36i plus 6 7s are 42j plus 2 into 2 4i plus 22j minus 16k, isn't it? So we have to put cap over the ijk divided by 8. RCM equals 36i plus 4i equals 40i plus 42 plus 22 equals 64i 4j. Next 4 next minus 16k because so in this there is no k, that's why we have taken 16k directly divided by 8 40 divided by 8 I plus 64j divided by 8 minus 16k divided by 8 ones are 8 5s are 40 and 8 ones are 8 8 8s are 64 8 ones are 8 and 8 2s are 16. So therefore what is the value? 5i plus 8j minus 2. Okay. So this is the solution. 5i, the position of the center of mass is 5i plus 8j minus 2k. And now, so these are the one kind of problems, isn't it? And another kind is problem number 4 is find the center of mass. Center of mass of turntable, turn particles of mass m1 equals 2 kg, m2 equals 3 kg, m2 equals 3 kg and m3 equals 4 kg, which are located at the corners of an equilateral triangle. Corners of an equilateral triangle. Find the center of mass of curved particles of mass m1 is equal to 2 kg, m2 is equal to 3 kg and m3 equals 4 kg, which are located at the corners of an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. So here we have to construct the equilateral triangle, isn't it? So here there is an equilateral triangle. All sides are equal. In equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. So therefore, this is the origin, this is x-axis, and this is y-axis, isn't it? Here, A, B, C are the peaks of the triangle, and here we know that for equilateral triangle the height of the, suppose from here to here is AC is the one, so it should be kept to B, and ABC, the distance AB is equal to 1 meter, 1 unit. Let AB equals 1 unit. Let AB equals 1 unit. And here this is x1, y1. Here x2, y2. And here x3, y3. We have to fix the coordinates first. And then here the height of the triangle. The height of the triangle, we know that from the basic knowledge, and the height of the triangle, equals, that means h is equal to root 3 by 2 into a. That is where a is equal to distance, that is 1 meter. That's why a equals root 3 by 2. We know the center of mass. Find the center of mass of the curved particles. Center of mass RCM equals M1 R1 plus M2 R2 plus M3 R3 divided by M1 plus M2. But we don't know the R1, R2 and R3. Therefore, this is the position vector. R1, R2, R3 are the position vectors. Therefore, R1 equals x1 I plus y1 j plus z1 k. Position vectors. Therefore, here R1 equals, what is x1 here? x1 is 0, isn't it? 0i plus y1 is also 0 plus z1 is also 0. Therefore, R1 equals 0. And R2, the vector R2 equals, position vector R2 equals x1, x2 I plus y2j plus z2k. What is x2 here? x2 is equal to 1i because it has 1 meter, isn't it? Or 1 unit. x2 is equal to, along x-axis, 1i plus y2 is equal to 0, 0j, isn't it? 0. and Z3 is equal to 0. Okay, therefore 1 9. 1 9. Isn't it? 1 9. And R3 equals, R3 is equal to X3I plus Y3Z plus Z3A. Now what is X3, Y3 and Z3? Here X3 is equal to, and the peak of the triangle is situated at this distance, isn't it? So therefore half, isn't it? This is half. X3 is equal to half I plus, because in 1 unit there is half. We have taken half I, and Y3 is equal to, Y3 is at a distance, some certain distance. So therefore root 3 by 2 into Z plus Z3 is equal to 0 3, because there is no, only the triangle is situated in XY plane. And what is the remaining here? Half I plus root 3 by 2Z, isn't it? So now we can substitute in RCM. RCM equals M1 is equal to, what is the mass? Mass 1 is equal to 2 kg. 2 into R1 equals 0 plus R2 equals, M2 is equal to 3 kg. M2 equals 3 kg. What is R2? R2 is I, isn't it? Plus, and M3 equals 4 kg. R3 is equal to 1 by 2 I plus root 3 by 2 Z divided by M1 plus M1. M1 equals 2 kg plus M2 equals 3 kg, and then M3 also. M3 equals 4 kg. So 2 plus 3 equals 5, 5 plus 4 equals 9. Therefore 0 into 2, 2 into 0 equals 0 plus 3I plus, so we can get common, 2 into 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Therefore 2I plus root 3, isn't it? 2I plus root 3 divided by 9, isn't it? Therefore 3I divided by 9, 3I plus 2I equals 5I. Sorry, 5I plus root 3 divided by 9. Okay. 9Z. 9Z. The coordinates of the center of mass RCM equals 5 by 9I plus root 3 by 9. So these are the 5 by 9 and root 3 by 9 are the coordinates of the center of mass. 5 by 9 comma root 3 by 9 are the coordinates of the center of mass. Center of mass, isn't it? So this kind of problems may ask in the examination. So that's why you have to carefully listen. And one more problem I am going to solve here. So locate the center of mass system. Locate the center of mass system. Center of mass of a system. System of three. Three particles of masses 1 kg, 2 kg and 3 kg. Placed at the corners of an equilateral triangle. Placed at the corners of an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle of 1 meter side, and this is the same problem as that of the earlier problem. So therefore we can do easily, and we have to write down the equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, all sides are equal, isn't it? So therefore, the triangle is situated in only xy plane, isn't it? Xy plane. That's why here is 1 meter is there. From here is A, here is B, and here is C, ABC of the triangle. So here let AB equals 1 meter. Equilateral triangle of 1 meter side, isn't it? All sides are 1 meter. And we know that center of mass. And locate the center of mass of a system of 3 particles of masses 1 kg, 2 kg and 3 kg placed at the corners of an equilateral triangle. So now we know that RCM equals XCM plus YCM. Isn't it? XCM plus YCM. So, in this way we can do also this problem. XCM equals M1 X1 plus M2 X2 plus M3 X3 divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3, because there are 3 particles. That's why we can choose only for 3 particles equation, isn't it? And xcm equals m1 is equal to 1 kg, m2 equals 2 kg. Here m1 equals 1 kg and m2 is equal to 2 kg and m3 equals 3 kg, isn't it? So 1 into x1 is equal to, what is x1 here? So here, so we can x1 comma y1 and here x2 comma y2 and here x3 comma y2, isn't it? x1 equals 0, here x1 equals 0 plus and m2 into x2, m2 is 2 kg into x2 is equal to 1 meter plus and x3 is equal to root 3 by 2 because height of the triangle, height is equal to root 3 by 2 into 1 equals root 3 by 2. So therefore here m3 is equal to 3 kg into root 3 by 2 divided by m1 is equal to 1 kg plus m2 is equal to 2 kg plus m3 is equal to 3 kg. That is equal to 0 plus 2 plus 3 root 3 divided by 2 all divided by 6, isn't it? That is 2 plus 2 by 6 plus 3 root 3 by 2. 3 root 3 by 12, isn't it? Or 2 into 2, 4. This can be written as 4. So this is for x position and y position is ycm equals m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus m3 y2 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. That is equal to m1 equals 1 kg, y1 is equal to 0 into 0 plus here m2 equals 2 kg and y2 is also 0 plus m3 y3. Here m3 is equal to here I have made a mistake here. Here half is there, only half is there. Half is there. Divided by 6. Okay. 4 by 6 plus 4 by 6, 1 divided by 12. Okay. Plus and then 2 into 0 and then m3 is equal to 3 into y3 is equal to root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. So divided by 6. M1 equals 1 kg plus 2 kg plus 3 kg equals 6. So that is 0 plus 0 plus 3 root 3 divided by 2 divided by 6. isn't it? So then 3 root 3 divided by 12. So here 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12. So therefore root 3 by 4. Isn't it? And now we can substitute in RCM. RCM. XCM is equal to 4 by 6. 2 ones are 2 twos are 4 and 2 threes are 6. Therefore 2 by 3 we can take it. And therefore RCM equals 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 I plus J is equal to J value comes out to be root 3 by 4J. Isn't it? So this is the coordinates of the center of mass. RCM equals 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 I plus root 3 by 4J. Isn't it? So these kind of problems are enough, I think, and I will give you homework, isn't it? So now one more problem as asked in the examination in November 2018. So relating to the Newton's third law and second laws.
ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಏನು ಸರ್?
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. Homework. Two bodies. Problem number 1. Two bodies of mass. Two bodies of masses 5 kg and 4 kg are suspended as shown in the figure. Find the tension in two strings. Find the tension two strings. So this question had asked in November 2018. Tumakuru University, 5 marks or 5 marks. M1 and M2. The motion is along y-axis, isn't it? So this is the diagram. So you have to work out at your own. So once again I will read the question. Two bodies of masses 5 kg and 4 kg as suspended as shown in the diagram or figure. Find the tension in two strings. Isn't it? And one more problem is problem number 2. Find the acceleration of a block of mass 1.5 kg which moves on a smooth fixed surface inclined at an angle of 35 degree to the horizontal. Also find the velocity of the block. Find the velocity of the block at the end of 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds from the start. Where G is equal to 9.8. 9.8 meter per second square. Isn't it? So this is the second question. Find the acceleration of a block of mass 1.5 kg which moves on a smooth fixed surface inclined at an angle of 35 degree to the horizontal. Also find the velocity of the block at the end of 2.5 seconds from the start where G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Isn't it? So the diagram is given here. I will also write this diagram. There is an inclined plane on which a block is moving. Isn't it? The block is moving. Here 35 degrees then. Okay. This is the diagram. So this question is asked in November 2018, Tumakuru University for 5 marks. Isn't it? And also, I will give one more problem. A force act on particle. A force act on particle of mass 3 kg. Its position varies. Position varies with the time. Represented as x equals pq plus 2t square plus 3t plus 4. Isn't it? Where x in meter, x in meter and t in seconds. And t in seconds. Find total work done by force in 3 seconds. Find total work done. Find total work done by force. By a force in 3 seconds. So, I read the question once again. Third question is, a force act on a particle of mass 3 kg. Its position varies with the time, represented as x equals t cube plus 2t square plus 3t plus 4. Where x in meter and t in seconds. Find total work done by a force in 3 seconds. This question is asked in the examination November 2018, Tumakuru University, for 5 marks. Okay. So these 3 are the homework. You have to submit day after tomorrow. Isn't it? So here itself, let us stop here. Tomorrow we will continue. Until then, bye bye.